Hey everyone, this is Dov. I want to talk to you today about giving your value, and the one thing that people missing about this. And I just started the morning, but it was so burning in me that I already wanted to talk to you about it. So I'm going to talk to you even on my way to where I'm going, and I'm just gonna go in the car and start speaking. Okay, as you can see, I'm taking these cars that are part of the service of the city. You know, it's kind of like these cars that you rent with your app, and I love them because I can just park them somewhere and leave them there and not think about it anymore, and then I can go somewhere else, and I can really be kind of like this nomad. And when I leave the country a lot because I do workshops abroad, then I don't need to have a car. And they don't have this thing to put the phone on. Dang. I'm just gonna talk to you like this a little bit. Anyways, when I leave the country, I don't need to worry about a car. So this is kind of like a nice, solution or a nice trick. And I think today, with all the AI, with all the technology, with all the apps, this is something that they really solved for nomads. They solved us all these different things like the Revolut Bank and ChatGPT and all that stuff. Like they really took off a lot of weight over our shoulders. And I'm gonna talk about that kind of stuff, like all these little tricks in my club. We started a nomadic money game club, which means it's about a money game. Money is just like this game. It's really a modern culture game, but if you look at money more like as value, so it's really like more like a human game. And when we look about it as a game, you can kind of start examining your beliefs around this. Like, what's my beliefs? What's my stories? And this is like one level. But what we do in this club, we go deeper and we see like what are our feelings and emotions about money and about value. And today I want to touch on that level. And of course, you can always come there more and explore it. Like as I said, like we're talking about all these little tricks that we can do. We're sharing. Like it's a bunch of people, probably like you, that learned a thing or two in their life. So they might have more of these tricks and solutions for you. It's also about doing this as a team. So we're all also teaming up. A lot of these teams were. We're like meeting around the world. Like for example, I once met I see that my eyes are a bit red now, I just woke up. Some of the people I met around the world, like for example, I was traveling with Jeff and Giselle like in Mexico, and we just had this like adventure, and we rented like Airbnbs, and it was cheaper because we like more of us. And so there's all these like different tips and stuff that people have, and we're teaming up together. So it's also like for me, what I learned from this is like the more you team up with people, you kind of save money. Like when I'm going to this place and I know some guy there, like my friend, and he's probably hosting me for free, but also like taking me around and show me all the cool stuff, like how much time he saves me, how much access, I have access to places that I would never find or know about by myself. Like my friend Tal in Uvita in Costa Rica, like he hooked me up. He has a hostel there. I'm staying in his hostel. He takes me to all the good places. We're going surfing, with his car. It's like this, like having one friend is more like, if you translate it into money, like it saved me, I don't know, like hundreds of dollars or something. Of course, it's not about that, but it's just kind of like this this connection thing that we're teaming up. It's not to talk about working with clients and teaming up about this and hacking like the game, together. So anyways, this is another topic we're going to explore, but what I really want to talk to you about today in this video, it's about like giving your value. And I think this is something that people kind of get wrong in modern culture, and even people I work with in like what we call next culture, you know, in all the game worlds that we are working around. Like there's this game possibility management and Connect and probably other game worlds around, and I think they really missing this one thing, which is about like you wake up every day and you give the most value you can. Like this is really my one mission every day. You know, by the way, the time management thing, it's also another big topic we're going to explore in the Money Game Club. But like, how do you manage your time, like every day? What do you do every day? How do you put your tasks? Like, do you use apps for managing all that? There is a great book you can read before. It's called GTD, Getting Things Done, by David Allen. It's about time management. It's a genius book. It changed my life. But anyways, like around all these tasks, but what is really like my main task? What is this one thing that I'm doing? Is that I'm going out every day and I'm trying to give as much value to the world as possible. And like, if you're from modern culture, you would think, why am I a sucker? Like, why do I do that? Like, why I owe someone anything? And if you're like if you're a new age culture, probably you have some kind of fantasy world about this. Like, just bring happiness and joy into the world. Like, and if you are in next culture, you might have you might have other distinctions about this. But anyways, like for me, it's like when you give all this value into the world, some of it have to come back. Some of it has to come back for you. So even if I'm stuck and I feel like it's like nothing is going my way, everything is going wrong, like one thing that I can do is send all this value to the world. Sometimes as I joke, I think about this, and it's like, you know, if I was God, you know, whatever it is, and someone would give all this value to the world and like help people and give all this value and stuff, and then I wouldn't do like a little thing for them, I would be such a jerk, you know. And God is not a jerk, right? He's not an asshole. So I think he would, whatever brings back the value. It doesn't matter if you believe in this stuff or not, but I'm just saying, it's like karma, you know, karma. It's like you give so much to the world, and it also changes like the way that you're relating to the world. Like even me, for doing this video right now, I'm thinking like, oh, someone is gonna get a lot of value from this video, and I'm like, yes, it changed my alchemy in my body. And then I'm also gonna attract probably more, you know, positive stuff, even though it's not for sure, you know. Maybe today like something really bad is gonna happen or whatever, but it doesn't matter. I'm still going out there and I'm thinking like, what can I do for the world? Like, what can I do for other people? Okay, so and then comes in the distinction about, that's what I meant when the next culture distinctions about this. There is this distinction about rescuing. Like, you don't want to be a rescuer. You don't want to look at people like victim. It's like, look at all these people around here, they're so victim. It's like the not the prettiest neighborhood in Tel Aviv right now. So it's like, are they a victim? We need to rescue them. We need to clean the neighborhood. No, it's not about being victim. By the way, I just saw this really funny video about the victim hierarchy, and there's like how modern culture rates all these victimhood people and give them like points. But it's so funny. Like it's so much not about seeing people as victim and trying to rescue them, try to solve their problems. People came here for problems. They came to the world for having problems. They didn't stay in heaven, whatever. And you know, you see that when you're trying to solve a problem for your friends, and it doesn't want you to solve his problem, so you find another problem, or you create this problem again for themselves. So it's not about rescuing and solving people. It's about going out there and doing your thing, like the thing that you love to do, and sending that value into the world. Maybe it's writing a book, you know, maybe you're publishing an article, maybe you're writing about something you discovered and can bring clarity to people. Maybe it is about cleaning. Like when I go to the beach, I pick up some plastic. I think maybe it's gonna be nicer. I was I was in a villa party in the weekend, and so I have this little habit that I developed, and I actually heard this from Clinton Callahan about like radical responsibility. It's about going to the toilet and cleaning after like everyone, and nobody knows that you did it. Like you're getting out of the toilet and nobody knows that you cleaned the toilet. It was you, but you're doing it anyways. You're doing it for yourself because you're happy that people are gonna have like a clean toilet. So I was in this villa party, and everyone was drunk on drugs, whatever. Like I don't do all that stuff, but the toilet was such a mess, and I just went into the toilet and I cleaned I cleaned a little bit, not too much. I didn't wipe the floor or anything, but I just pick up some toilet paper that was easy. And nobody knew that I did it, but it changed something in me. In some way, I own the space. I own the game world this way, by taking responsibility for the game there. So this is another thing we're actually going to talk about this Monday. If you're going to watch this video before Monday, it's about how to own the game world, any game world that you're in. Because in modern culture, we have another thing where we're like, if someone started something, it's his. It's like you're in kindergarten and your friends took the cubes and started building a building. It's like, now it's his building. I'm gonna try to be there and play with him, but it's his game. And no, like you can own game worlds energetically, even if it's not yours. And it's, all this stuff about like, oh, these people have these buildings. It's some guy building, because he writes on paper. It's kind of this fantasy world. We're kind of living in this corporate, well-established, well-enforced fantasy world where people can own the earth. Like, this is my land here. Like, you're gonna die in 20 years, but this is your land. You have it on paper. So this whole territory. You're the owner of Alabama, whatever. It's ridiculous. It's like nobody can own land. Nobody can own the world. But you can be the guardian of a world or the guardian of a land, but that's a different story. But anyways, it's about like, so I want to be more concrete about this. Like, for example, today I'm gonna go and I'm gonna build my game world, and it's something that I'm ecstatic with. Like, I'm gonna probably put some videos out there. I'm gonna work on our website, www.current2connect, and I'm gonna support my clients. I'm gonna talk to some space holders. I have a friend that he was my client, and now we're just became really good friends, and he's in Australia, and we're gonna talk today. And I'm just gonna think like he wants to ask me about a bunch of stuff, ask me for possibilities, and like I'm excited. Like I'm gonna talk to him about all this stuff, give him possibilities. It's just like every day I'm really excited, like how much value I can create to the world. And the best days are like, what did I do today? It's like, wow, I gave so much value to people today. And this stuff is like, people remember that. People coming to you after 2 years and they're like, oh, you said that thing that changed your life. It changed my life. And what was this thing? You just like gave value, just talked to someone because you wanted to, to share something with them. And maybe you saw a possibility for them and you shared this with them, not as a form of advice or something, just like, do you want to hear this? Here's the door. I heard from what you said, the door, and I want to share this with you. So we're also going to talk how to do it, how to share your value. And when you share your value like this, it's also create legends about yourself. So you get to create legends because people remember. And this is really, a lot of people today try to do the marketing game, like the marketing about their business. And so it's more about how to create legends about yourself instead of marketing yourself. It's kind of a different direction. And we're going to talk about this also in the Nomadic Money Game Club. So join us. I'm going to put the link here below the video you can read more about the description of this game, of this club. It's gonna be like a 5-week training, and we're gonna go deep. We're gonna explore. We're gonna go to our feelings, go to our edge, do experiments in a group. We're gonna all team up. It's gonna be fun. In the end, everyone's gonna have like these glowing eyes and feel sad that it's over, and then we're gonna continue to the next thing. So here's the invitation for you. Yes, you can join. You don't need anything before, just to be this sensitive being or this great being that you are. I believe if you're watching so until now. And yeah, I'm gonna keep going. See you soon. Bye.